we can get better, and sometimes you're just running fast.
Yeah.
What about, how do you measure success on your different projects or your initiatives that you have?
Oh, that's a good question. We had a long discussion about that yesterday because I think when you're developing a product, everyone aspires to setting a timeline and setting a goal for development or manufacturing, and then measuring yourself against that timeline. But the challenge is that especially if we're developing something new, we
Yeah,
don't know how long it's really going to take. And there are problems that will exist that we're not yet familiar with. And
yeah,
so
the
we
unknown,
can't
right?
estimate.
Yeah,
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 exactly. The unknown unknowns. And so
yeah,
we yesterday we discussed actually changing our approach. And the previous approach was trying to diagram the whole project and then measuring deviations from that original timeline. And success being essentially we delivered to the requirements on the time that we wanted to deliver, right?
yeah,
And but that's very challenging. So what we talked about is more splitting up projects into conceptual buckets and agreeing a rough timeline at the beginning and a very detailed timeline for the first bucket, and then at the conclusion of each of those stages, trying to revise the rough one and detail the next stage.
yeah,
I think that is very empathetic to the way that engineers operate. It's more challenge. It's less empathetic to the way that the whole organization operates, because I have a lot of external stakeholders who will ask, "How long is this going to
yeah.
take?" And I cannot say, "Well, actually, I don't know. We're going to take it stage by stage." Um, but I think the reality is that we'll
Mm,
likely will have more micro and macro accuracy by essentially looking 3 feet in front of us every day, and then every month we're going to look 6 feet in front of us, and every quarter we're going to look to the horizon, and then
yeah,
look back down at our feet again. So it's it's very tough. It's very tough.
yeah,
It's also very tough to measure what everyone has agreed without creating excessive documentation in a small team.